This program is designed to provide general information with regards to the subject matters covered. This information is given with the understanding that neither the hosts, guests, sponsors, or station are engaged in rendering any specific and personal, medical, financial, legal, counseling, professional service, or any advice. You should seek the services of competent professionals before applying or trying any suggested ideas.
All right, here we have Sebastian. I've done it like a selfie. But that's okay. But anyhow, so let's start up with this. Live TV radio, Talk 4 Radio, K4HD Radio, streaming, worldwide TV network, iTube 247 out of Franklin, Tennessee. And let's get going. So it's 222222. The highest vibration of our lifetimes, which is actually really good. So I'm going to have everybody introduce themselves because I don't know how I sound, but I think it's okay, but I'm just not going to rely on it. So Tosh, tell us where you're coming from and who are you? And let's talk about where you were 2 weeks ago.
Ooh, yes. Okay, so my name is Nathasha Rumbos, or as many people call me Tosh. I'm a little bundle of joy. And where I come from, I live in Miami. And 2 weeks ago, I was in beautiful Los Angeles, living my best life with everyone on this show, except for Rachel. We were missing you, Rachel, but we were with Amy, with Terri. We were having such a great time, and it was Super Bowl week, and we did a lot of great things. And Bubble Huts was literally the most amazing asset in this place that we were at, right, Terri?
Yes, it was, and it was
absolutely.
Go on. I was gonna say,
no, go ahead, Terri.
Brian? Okay. Hi guys, I'm Terri Marie.
No, I'm gonna have everybody do themselves.
Okay. Out of Redondo Beach, California, and I've been a co-host with Brian for about 7 years now. I'm thinking it's 7 years. So we had the opportunity to do a live event finally, and I finally got to meet Tosh in person, which was exciting because I'm like, oh, you're a real person, right? So she had said the same thing, and we got to do it. I got to do my interviewing in the Bubble Huts. That was so much fun. Amy had a great acoustics in there. I wanted just to say that. And it was kind of like you could hear your voice. I think it made my voice a lot stronger.
Yeah. Amplified.
Yeah, it was amplified. And then we had the Scotch air purifier in there, which I just want to give a shout out to Scotch because I'm personally using one in my bedroom right now. I have allergies and asthma, and I'm sleeping a lot better. So I want to thank them for being a sponsor also. But yeah, we had a blast, and then we went to Babes and Ballers pre-Super Bowl party in Hollywood. That was a fantastic event. We had a great time. Did we have, Tosh? We got to dance and we got to see little John.
We did. We were rock and rolling there. I mean, you guys had more fun than I did because you guys got home like at 5 a.m. So
yeah. It was kind of
well, I don't know. I don't know about that. I think Tosh had fun, don't you, Terri?
We all had fun. Yeah. I mean, I just hadn't seen a lot of people that in a long time that were at that party. Because it was a lot of people I've known for years that were at the Babes and Ballers, and so Brian and I went to a little after-hours party at my friend's house, and it was a long night. It was a long day, a long night, but it was really fun. So, and now we're heading off to go to film festival.
Lloyd International Film Festival.
Yes. So
yes, but before I do that, let's go to Amy, and then we're gonna go to Rachel.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
So
Amy
Amy,
Kaiserman.
let's tell us who you are for the audience that doesn't know.
Okay, I'm Amy Kaiserman. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. I am the creator of the brand and the product Bubble Huts. And I was with all of them as well in LA. It was a lot of fun. I got to share the bubbles with them, and it's so cool because it was the first time I actually got to experience it, where I got to see the people in it and excited about it. Because usually I'm shipping these all over the world, but to finally see it firsthand experience with other people, it was awesome. I'm glad you guys liked it.
Yeah, we all wanted mini.
Well,
mini
it was
ones
the
to take
hit,
home.
and I knew it would be. Well, and also the thing about that is it was a viral cleanse. Scotia's coming to Terri, but it's a viral cleanse. The songs, Terri has one. I have one. Actually, Amy's got one too. Amy, did you plug yours in yet?
I haven't used it yet, but I want to say one thing is everybody, and even myself, with that in the bubble tent, it felt fresh. The air felt fresh overall. I liked that a lot. I was surprised because I didn't know if I would notice a difference because I've been in and out of the bubbles before, but I was like, oh, this is fresh air. It doesn't even, it smells clean. There's no, chemicals, nothing. It was just like you felt like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, I think sometimes when you get into
And
closed
speaking of that-
environments, I was just gonna say something about closed environments.
Okay, go ahead, Terri.
Yeah, when you're in closed environments, a lot of times the air, it feels stale. If that makes sense. That's the best way to explain it. So just to add on to what you were saying, there was no like stale air, like icky air in there. You know what I mean? So it was awesome.
And then, so
Okay,
Rachel,
Brian,
you didn't get a chance to come, but you've been cooking, and I want to know what you've been cooking because Texas has got something big going on now, right? Talk about that.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah, if you're watching and you're in Texas, I don't need to say it, but like outside of Texas, this is like a really exciting time of year for us. It's rodeo season and it's crawfish season and all these fun things are happening. We've got the trail riders coming in. Yeah, so it's a lot of fun stuff going on. I'm by the way, I'm Rachel Roberts. I'm in Houston, Texas. I'm a home chef and I do cooking videos and little morning coffee videos and things like that. So it's yeah, that's what I do. Sorry I missed you guys. I would have loved to gone out there.
There definitely will be more.
So-
Brian is taking all
No,
of
that's
us on
okay.
tour. That's what's going on.
That's okay because what I'm planning.
Did Brian freeze again?
Well, we are. We're all going to meet in Nashville, Tennessee in May. Maybe even Roxy can come. No. I said maybe even Roxy can come to Tennessee in May.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
Who knows?
We're like,
So anyhow, so Tosh, yeah. So Tosh, talk about what's going on with you, what your experience is like when you left to go back to Miami, because that's strange when you go back to after having so much fun, right?
yeah, I mean, I was there for 5 days, so it was weird to get back into the routine of things. I came back and I was like, oh, I have to go to work now. I have to do customer service. Oh my God, I was so used to going out to restaurants, having fun, exploring. So it was a rough transition, but now I'm back at it. I'm back in my routine. I am filming my next music video in 2 weeks, so I'm super excited about that. And I've been really busy, getting outfits, learning the choreography for my new music. So there's a lot going on, but I'm happy. And my birthday is next Thursday, so there's a lot of things going on.
Happy birthday.
Awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, for everyone who's listening, I just want to, Brian is lagging a little bit, so he is a few seconds behind. Just to keep that in mind for you guys that are listening. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I'm ready for the next thing, and just working on. Oh, actually, last week, right when I came back from LA, I was just so pumped from Super Bowl and the performances that were at this at the Super Bowl event that we did on Thursday. I went to an open mic last week week, and it was so cool. A lot of great, new artists that I met, and I'm just singing every week wherever I get a chance.
That's
Right,
actually
take a
pretty
little
good.
second.
We like that. So Rachel, talk about
Yes.
what you made while we were in California. What were
Okay.
you making? Because you're making something every night.
Okay, so yeah, I'm excited to. I have crawfish etouffee. So yeah, see the little crawfish sticking out of it. Delicious. And
You say crawfish,
a
and I
dry
think of New
cuisine.
Orleans.
Yes. Well, we have that. Louisiana is so close, and there's a huge, group of people here from Louisiana and New Orleans. So we've got a huge. There's little crawfish.
Oh,
I love crawfish.
And I wanted to share something else with you. So, my little motto is, eat clean so you can drink a little dirty. Well, every now and then you still have to give your body a break on drinking too. So I wanted to share something new with you. This is something I found. It's called Apollos. I do not work for them. I just think it's that cool. But it's a hemp infused beverage, and you can make cocktails with it. So today I thought, okay, I'm going to make a clean cocktail with lemongrass and lemon, and it's got 2 ounces of Apollos and 4 ounces of tonic. So it's like you're making an alcoholic drink, but it's got no alcohol. So every now and then it's good to give your body a break, do something, a little different. And so that's what's happening today. It's fun. And I like it. It's kind of, I was afraid it was going to be a little too much, but it's not. It's like you drink it and it feels like you've had a glass of wine. You just feel,
What's in it? What's in it? What's in it, Rachel?
Oh, it's okay. So Apollos, and 2 ounces of that, and 4 ounces of tonic, fresh lemon, and it's got a salted tahini rim, and in here is lemongrass from my garden. Every day when I cook, I include something from my garden. In my crawfish etouffee, I've got peppers, hatch peppers that I grow, and lots of onions. It's important that you do that. Can you see it? Sort of.
I'm always imagining your garden, and I just picture as just a bunch of beautiful fruits and vegetables all over, and you're just there which one should I get today? That's all I imagine you.
Yeah, you got it spot on. Yep. So I pulled the little tail off. I mean, I know that a lot of us know how to do this, but sometimes people don't, right? So you just crack it, and you want to get that tail. And this is what he's showing Cooper.
I can.
My little son, Cooper, he's just turned 7, and you want to take the little poopy out.
Oh yeah,
don't eat that. And then you just got the little tail. I make a fantastic little dippy sauce. Oh wait, and then if you're a hardcore Texan, or I guess from Louisiana, gotta suck the head.
Ooh,
that's the way to do
it. Wait, so you're saying
I
that
like that. That's
Apollos
delicious.
does not have? Sorry.
No, man.
No liquor.
Isn't that crazy? Okay, so it's crazy because if you know me, every day, I'll make a meal. Lunchtime, I got my cocktail. And I just thought a couple days ago, I bought this Apollos a couple months ago, and it's just been sitting here. And a couple days ago, I finally opened it, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. And I went all day. I didn't have a drink, and I had a glass of this Apollos, and it was nice. It's kind of you every now and then you just want to they had dry January. You want to take a break. You want to do something a little different. I'm digging it. You make it just like a cocktail, and it has by itself. I tried it on the rocks, and then by itself, it's not bad. Just with ice, it's got citrus flavors, and but it's hemp. everything is hemp right now, so it's got hemp in it, which is relaxing, I guess. Yeah.
It's good for your antioxidants.
Yeah.
If it's CBD, yeah.
Do you remember having them anymore?
What?
We couldn't.
Oh,
hear
I
you,
was
Brian.
I was asking Amy. Do you remember half the people that you met at the gathering?
Yeah, some of them. I mean, there was a ton of people I can't remember. I remember faces. I'm good with faces. I'm gonna have to figure out, send photos to everyone. Who's this? Who's that?
I'll definitely remember Terri interviewing Robert De Niro in the Bubble Hut. That is playing vividly in my head ever since I came back. I was like, and then I asked him, "Oh, hey, can you record me while she's interviewing me?"
Aww.
Yeah.
He was super nice.
Yeah.
Whoever he was.
He was Robert De Niro's impersonator.
He was pretty good at it. Even my mom was like, "Oh my God, I told everybody." I'm like, "Oh, Mom, I didn't even know. My bad."
Yeah, but how many people thought it was really Robert?
I could tell it wasn't really him right away. I mean, we're at Madame Tussauds, we're at, the Wax Museum, and that, that's kind of I think that they have the impersonators there all the time, don't they? Or I thought that they did, but I might be wrong. I'm just thought.
You did not know.
What? I thought that they had the impersonators there. I mean, they've got the wax statues. It would just make sense that they would have the impersonators
No, I wanted them to come.
Oh, okay. I
wanted them to come.
We couldn't hear you, Brian. You faded out.
For the first time.
All right, moving to Amy. Amy, so what is next after this? Everything that happened. What is next for Bubble Huts?
Nope, they're my friends. I wanted to surprise people.
Okay, do you want me
Amy,
to
but it was
answer
nice to have them in your hut, wasn't it?
It was nice to definitely to have everyone. And actually, I enjoyed watching Terri interview everyone.
I said it was nice to have them in her hut.
Right.
Yeah,
broke up
and I was glad we were able to air condition it as well, because it would have been hot if not. But were you wanting to know what was next with me? I think
yes.
Okay.
Or like, what do you have in the works, or anything that we can know?
Yeah, right now I'm actually working on doing some programs with my product line. So I've been talking to different groups, like for investor groups, also with corporate boards, things in that nature. So trying to take it to the next level corporate is where I'm at.
That's awesome. It's always like when you're with like your brand, you always want to have the next step and always want to grow. As long as you are growing and not,
exactly.
That
was the whole premise too.
That's what's important. Yeah.
Exactly. And I like to grow. I like the challenge, I have big dreams, big goals. So it's exciting to be able to go to the next level.
And you'll get there. You have so much passion and so much drive, and you're like very passionate about, your brand. So you're definitely going to get there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Terri, when are you going to come to Miami?
When am I going to come?
When is everybody going to come visit me?
I would love to come to Miami. My cousin lives in Miami. I have some dear friends that live in Tampa. I went, actually, I think I told you for my birthday, not this year, last year, like actually during COVID, I went to Florida and I visited my friends in Tampa, which was kind of interesting to travel at that time. But it was a little bit more open than, it was always been more open than California. So, but our next trip is the film festival in Wisconsin, which I fly into Chicago Thursday
Amy.
night. So.
Yes. I couldn't hear you.
Brian's struggling.
You got booted out.
Oh,
no.
You got thrown out.
Yeah. So yeah, Brian's having technical difficulties. He's having an issue with his laptop. So we were kind of pre-warned that this might happen. so I'm gonna ask Nathasha a question. So what are you looking forward to at the film festival? Have you been to a film festival before, or is this your first one?
I'm actually not going to this one because
you're not going to this one.
No,
okay.
I wish, but it was just like too complicated because it was just too close to the LA trip. But I will be there for the Nashville one. Okay,
yeah, you'll really, really enjoy that one. So, and then I guess I'm gonna ask I'll ask Rachel a question while we're waiting for Brian to come back. So, anything new that you want to tell everybody? I know, of course, you're talking about your meals and your dirty drinks, but is there anything else that you're wanting to work on for the new year? Because I know we're all talking about projects. So I just kind of wanted to ask you.
It was so funny. I dream about food every night, and
I do. That's the best dream.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something else I've just started recently is cooking for friends, and that's really been taking up a lot of my time. I was shooting these cooking videos and teaching people how to cook every day in my kitchen. And lately I've started this new adventure, cooking for friends. And so it's where I can share some of my recipes with some of the people that are, local around here. And it's kind of taking off. And I've had a lot of people ask me, when are you going to open a restaurant? When are you going to do this? And, expand it. But you never know. You know what I want to hear about, Amy, is I'm kind of late to the game and it's kind of hard to hear, but I want to hear, explain these bubble huts. So where do people use these? How does it work?
Okay, a bubble hut is actually a type of a glamping tent. So it looks like a bubble. I have some clients in Texas. So a lot of my people, the guests, they would rent them out to guests on AirBNB or Verbo, Glamping Hub, things like that. So
wow,
yeah,
you can see the
stars. It's all about sleeping under the stars without having to have the bugs, the dirt, none of.
And they have heat inside and air conditioning.
Air conditioned. Right now, I'm working on a project with Canada where they're going to put bathrooms in them. So I put bathrooms in them and stuff, and they are heated, cooled. Privacy walls, no privacy walls.
I love it. So and the people you sell to are like maybe people that own properties and have
some extra space. And
right.
Make some extra revenue.
Are you selling these all over the world? I imagine, in really cool places, where they do. What is that called? Where you see the sky and it turns green and it's.
Oh, the Aurora Borealis. I don't have any up there yet. I'm planning on it though.
Wow, this is going to take you all over the world. How cool!
Yeah. It's funny because my company is more international. Than it is actually. It's becoming more popular in the States, but it's very popular throughout the world.
Well, good for you, girl. Thank you. And when did you start this?
2014. So I've been going at it for 8 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was thinking just now, I don't know why I thought this would be really cool to put a hot tub in one of those.
Yeah. People have done all kinds of things. You can only imagine.
Yeah, I know. I just think it would be really cool to have a hot tub in one of those because, if it's raining.
Yeah.
I've been in a hot tub thousands of times, in Mammoth, in the snow. But that would be kind of cool, too, to put one in the snow.
Definitely.
Just an idea. I'm sure people come up with all kinds. As you said, people come up with all kinds of creative ideas on how to use it,
Right. Yeah.
What is the biggest bubble hut that you have?
I make it 25. It's 25 feet. So I've made it before. I've made one they had in the Super Bowl in Pittsburgh not the Super Bowl, but the Pittsburgh Steelers. I've made one for a company that did a themed environment inside of them. I had one gentleman who got a 25-foot to do a pop-up gym inside for his fitness.
Wow.
And stuff during COVID. So 25 feet so far is the largest. And that's a pretty big space. You can make like a mini studio apartment in it at that rate.
Yeah. I have a little small party with Rachel during drinks.
The greatest combination.
Well, you know what?
Yes, yeah.
Well, what's funny is that DJ Badash and Alex, her soon-to-be husband, were looking at the first disc jockey one.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. That'd be really cool to do. Yeah, mini party in there.
I mean, I've thought about doing them at like outdoor festivals where they have the music festivals, like the Burning Man, or somebody said Coachella, doing things like that even.
Yep.
I even had that one rapper.
Yeah, because Ash, DJ Badass, she's good.
I was going to say too,
Go ahead, Amy.
I can't remember the rapper's name, but he was in the Bubble up in at Madame Tussauds, and he was even talking about people doing parties in them and having them on top of like individual clubs and stuff, and they can make them into a chill VIP rooms, and it's like, let's do it.
So Rachel wanted to know, what's the wildest story you ever heard with someone using one of your tents?
The wildest, probably the food fight. I mean, really, I had a cosmetic company actually use it for an ad, but and this cosmetic company was all natural. They made their product out of natural foods and stuff. And so part of the campaign that they were doing was literally, I have to show you guys a photo, but it was food like all over, and it looked so colorful on the inside after they were done with this massive food fight in there. So that was probably the craziest thing so far that I've heard of.
That sounds
Talk about
fun.
the process of putting it up and then taking it down.
Well, it depends on what they're using it for. The process, if you're doing it for more of the glamping site, that can be, that takes more if you're having plumbing, heating, cooling, and all that. But like for the event we were at, that really wasn't too bad. It was like a couple hours. But mostly the hours were because we had to help get some of the wrinkling out, because we use the natural sun and the heat of the sun to generally make it look like glass. But we had to cheat and make it happen like instantly as much as we could. So that took the longest part. But to inflate the structure, I mean, once you have the structure, secured to the ground, it only takes within 5-10 minutes max to inflate the whole entire thing. I always tell everybody it takes longer for us to decorate these than it does for us to install these. And then the takedown, it's like you just take the stuff out and you turn off the air system and it's down within minutes. You roll it up, you put it away.
Wow.
So, I mean, it just depends on what they're used, because they're being used by the event and marketing industry a lot, and that's a lot simpler. But then again, the glamping is a lot more complex. And a lot of times my clients, they don't even take them down. They'll leave them up all year, depending on where they're located, or they'll leave them up 9 months, 8 months at a time.
So they're sturdy. They're like,
oh yeah. Yeah.
What happens if a hurricane comes?
Well, I don't recommend a hurricane or a tornado like that. I don't want the Wizard of Oz over there going on.
Yeah.
But they do sustain. I mean, they are one of those structures that performs very well in wind, though, being that it has the round shape. So there's no hard walls or corners for it to catch. But of course, I'm not going to tell you, oh, go stand out in a hurricane in one of these, kind of thing. You've got to use common sense. What I always tell everyone is, what you can do in a regular tent, feel free to do in my tent.
I've had a regular tent come down on me. That was not fun.
Really? Oh my gosh.
Well, that's kind of a funny story. Like in college, we used to go to Havasu. Like I was in a sorority, and like we go to the fraternity, and like.
Oh, you went to Lake Havasu. That's why.
Yeah, well, yeah, because probably we were drunk putting the tent up. But I was with my friend when
yes, exactly.
Storm, and the whole thing collapsed on me and my friend, and we're just like laughing. I thought it was funny. But college days.
Oh my.
Oh, I didn't know you were in a sorority. What?
Yes.
I also was in a sorority in college. I was like, no wonder we get along so well.
Yeah, I was a little sister to Sigma Chi. I was social chairman. Yeah, I was very active in the Greek system in college. And it was a fun time. I had a blast. I don't want to say what year I graduated because that would date me, but anyway. Cal State Long Beach alum. So.
Hey, so Tosh and Amy, talk about going to Cute Booty. What was that like?
Oh, that was fun. I liked it there. I got a pair of pants too.
They're comfortable, aren't they? Did you get?
Yeah, I like them.
They're so comfortable.
Yeah, I love the whole layout. It's literally very cute. Like there's
It
just so
is.
many cute like places to take pictures. I was like, oh my God, selfie here, picture there. I love the whole layout. I mean, and everything looks so like, great quality. There's so many like colors and so many like different designs. It's super cute. I really enjoyed my time there.
Yeah, the pants are what you said are good quality. They're very. I mean, the materials is thick. There's a lot of, I would say, expensive leggings out there. They're just made cheap. I mean, I've paid a lot of money for leggings that I just have fallen. Like these are just good quality. They're really cute on. They make your figure look great. I think and if you go look at their Instagram, you can tell it's like you got heavier girls. But it says, all sizes of girls wearing the pants, and they look great on everybody. They just really compliment everybody. That's my thought. But anyway.
I mean, they do make the booty pop.
Yeah. Huh? What'd you say, Brian?
I said I second that. I second that emotion.
Okay.
You have them on. Let's see.
Hey, so Rachel.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to take them to Wisconsin with me.
Are you going to wear them? Okay.
Hell yeah, I'm going to wear them.
I can't wait to see those on you. I cannot wait.
I need pictures, okay? I need proof that this happened.
Well, she makes them for guys now. He's not going to be wearing women's pants.
Hey, so yeah. Hey, Rachel. Rachel wanted to know what got you started in the food business. How did you start your first one? How did that happen?
Oh, okay. You're asking me. Okay. So, well, I'll tell you, when COVID started, I was trying to stay connected to people. And so I started turning my camera on, and I was doing little videos here and there, prayer groups for COVID and whatnot. And I've always had a love for cooking. So it didn't take long for, the camera to come on in the kitchen and for me to start, yabbering away about what I'm making. And I have a lot of good ideas in how to, I'm 48. And so, I think it's, sometimes people look at me and they're like, oh, they're surprised that I'm 48. And I'm like, well, I think it's real important that you're, what you put in your body and that you're eating clean and taking good care of yourself. So, and I'm inspired weekly by, I'll tell you, I actually have some great friends, fishermen and hunters that stop by weekly and bring me things that are freshly killed and cut and caught. And, like I had a friend come over a couple of days ago. He brought me some deer backstrap and deer boudin. Wow. So that's going to be a big inspiration for next week's meals. I'll play around with that. Smoked, reverse seared, the backstrap, and I don't know, maybe some deer sausage boudin gumbo. So, but keeping it local, keeping it fresh, keeping it, I think those are things that are important. And always, growing things and eating what you grow. It's good for your body. Anyway, that's where I get inspired. What's local? I love to go to the markets and see what's fresh. I love colors, things that pop. And, when you're eating something that's good for you, your body knows it. Your body tells you. I think too many people out there, they eat things and sure, they taste good. But, when you afterwards, you don't feel right. You don't sleep well at night. When you eat well and also, something else I do, I don't know if we've talked about this, but I do intermittent fasting. So, I don't eat or drink after 5 o'clock. It's, like me nibbling on this and having this drink is kind of a rare, it's kind of a treat, I guess. But, it keeps me from, I sleep better at night and, wake up feeling good and I'm healthy. So,
well, what you're saying is true. Is like being in a fitness world and fitness competition, doing fitness competitions, that you always want to eat colors of different color fruits, a wide variety, your purple vegetables, your red vegetables, your green vegetables, but veggies are very important to us fitness people. So, and good quality protein, grass-fed protein. I mean, so I live by that. So I was going to ask you a question though about deer, because when I was growing up, my dad actually would hunt deer. And I always found deer to be very gamey. Is there anything that you do to kind of make it less gamey tasting? Because I'm just not a fan of the.
You know, that's funny. You asked me that. I was just reading something when I was pulling up the deer back strap, and it was, what did it tell me? You know, I'll have to get back with you on that. But there is something that I just read about a week ago about, you know, if to take out the gamey. But I don't really need.
Some people like it, you know, so it just depends on your taste too. I mean, I'm just not a big fan of it, and I was just wondering if there's something that could make it. It's just I love lamb. Lamb's like one of my favorite, which some people think that's gamey. So I guess it's just a preference. So
yeah, no, I hear you. But you know, I cook all sorts of weird things like wild boar. I mean, you know, because it's healthier. Did you know that? Like, have you ever looked up ground wild boar? The cholesterol is lower. It's got, I think it's better in protein. It's like bison. All around better for you. And bison, and they don't taste gamey to me at all. Now I don't know if oh look, somebody wrote soaking in buttermilk to take out the game. Yeah, that must.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm glad. Thank you.
Somebody does.
She knew.
Yeah, back to bison. It's about healthier than regular meat because I cut my red meat out closer to competition, and bison is excellent for you. It's an excellent source of protein. It's got
it's
not
much
a lot of
better.
fat in it, and it actually buffalo to me tastes better than a buffalo burger tastes better than meat. Not buffalo. I mean bison tastes better to me than a regular hamburger. Because the bison make them, they're so
I use
good.
It for everything: tacos and spaghetti sauce, stuffed peppers. Yeah. So, it's much better for you too. It's good stuff. And so is the wild boar. Next time you're at the store, you know they're selling the wild boar now, like they do the bison.
I've never had boar, but I eat bison all the time, so I'll check it out up here to see how that is. And if you could send me a recipe for it, I'll be happy to try it.
Yeah, no, I mean just use it in the I will, but you know, use it in place of ground beef. It comes like, you know, all ground, and you just use it. It doesn't taste any different. No gamey.
We're going to have bison on our ranch. I started reaching out to the people who sell bison, but they didn't want to release a lot of stuff. But bison is going to be the food of our choice on our Dreamweaver Artist Ranch. That's for sure.
Good, because I love it. I can't get enough of it.
Well, no, we'll have enough of it. But I've been reaching out the last 3 years. But also, Rachel is going to be cooking for us when we go to Tennessee. She's agreed, and I said we will make it happen.
We're going to make it happen.
Ooh, we're going to have a master class with Rachel. Yeah.
I'd like to do that. That would be fun.
If that includes the
Amy, Amy and your husband are coming with us too, you know.
Yeah.
I'm getting you in a magazine called Real to Mirror, and I already talked to her. But you were busy moving, so that's what I've been setting up while you've been busy moving.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm ready.
And Tosh, you can still have your In-N-Out burger too. Talk about that.
Oh wait, they have In-N-Out in Nashville?
I don't know.
We have them in Texas now.
They have them in Texas?
They have them in Texas.
I literally, the first thing I did when I got to LA was go to an In-N-Out burger. That's where Brian met me. I was like, Brian, meet me at In-N-Out burger because this is the first thing I must do on this trip.
They don't have In-N-Out in Florida? I didn't know that.
No, it doesn't exist here.
Do they have Fat Burger?
Nope. They don't have Fat Burger. They don't have Whataburger. I think that's
Texas.
Yep. They don't have that. I've heard of it, but I've never been to Texas, and I've never tried it. But I've heard it's amazing.
It is. It's good. You know,
just a burger.
That kind of stuff.
It's not healthy.
Well,
it's not as good as mine, but it's good.
Well, so sometime after Tennessee, we'll create a special trip to Tennessee. Rachel, we're going to your house, and you're gonna make us a feast.
Texas.
And Amy's coming too.
Okay. I'm coming.
I like how Brian just invites himself.
I
My door's open.
I'm creating the party.
I'm teasing you. See, Brian likes to tease me all the time, so it's my turn to tease him today.
Oh, okay.
Well, you tease me all the time, so I thought I would tease you back.
All right, so Amy, we got a couple minutes left. Talk about why your huts are important for people who haven't seen them or even stayed a night in them. Talk about that.
Okay, the bubble huts to me and to others, the reason they're important is because they give you the ability to sleep under the stars. It's an incredible experience, especially if, one of my things of, moving to Phoenix, I realized being with my daughter and her younger friends, a lot of these kids, because they're in the bigger cities, they never get an opportunity to even see the stars, or they're very dimmed. So, and I'm passionate about the stars and about the cosmos. And so it's just an opportunity that I have to give back to the others in the world, an opportunity to be able to experience sleeping under the stars in a unique way. And especially for women who love the great outdoors like I do, but you don't want the bugs. You want the comforts that you would get at home or at a nice hotel.
Yeah, and the biggest bugs I've ever seen have been in Florida, Tosh.
They'll carry you away.
Oh man, tell me about it.
Oh my God, the bugs there scared me. The first time I was in Florida, I was in Orlando, and I don't even know what these flying things were. I was like, what? Because we don't have bugs like that in California.
So, Amy, are
Yes.
these something that people can buy themselves, or is it more like, businesses, like companies?
I work with both. I've worked with individuals, but I'm working more and more with companies. But yeah, a lot of the people, I've worked with people who say, okay, well, I want to put 1 or 3 in my backyard, so I work with everyone.
So are they affordable for, the average person to get, or is it?
It all depends on what you think it is. I don't know. I mean, they start out at close to $5,000 is the starting rate, and then they can go up from there because of how I design them, how many rooms. Huh?
The size, depending on the size and what
and how many rooms you're going to have in it, and what kind of design details we put into it for you, and because we make them with real doors, we make them with frames and zippers. It just depends. Yes. So.
But they're easily you can, once you've got it, it's easy to bring it somewhere with you.
Oh, no, too heavy.
They're heavy.
These things start out at 150 pounds and can go up to over 200.
You have it on some kind of rolling device, or
you're going to have a big dolly. What's something you're going to backpack in? I don't imagine.
Wow.
Because they're meant to be more of a semi-permanent structure,
I got
rather than your weekend camper.
So do you have people that go in and install it?
I am working on building a team to go and doing that. Right now, what I've been doing up to this point is we consult them. We go through, prior to our clients setting them up, we go through a whole meeting where we tell them how to do it step by step by step. Because it is easy to do for the most part. The hardest thing I think would be building the deck, but putting up the tent itself is easy.
I can't even put up a regular tent. I would need that team of the whole team.
I would come help you. I'll come help.
I told you guys about my college story. We put up a tent and it fell on us.
We'll make sure it's safe.
All right, Tosh, talk about what you got coming up.
Well, the recording of my music video, honestly, it's in 2 weeks. I'm doing 2 shoot dates. One day I'm shooting a beach sunset party, and I'm buying these tiki torches that I'm setting up at the beach. So it's gonna be very, very cool. And then the second day is a choreography. That it's going to be a dance, and we're kind of shooting it a little bit all over Miami and cool looking places. So that's what I'm working on right now. That is my main project at the moment. So yeah, just super excited to get it started. I've been stressed out because I've been looking for outfits, making sure I have people that are going to go, learning the choreography. It's a lot, but it's a lot of fun. I'm honestly enjoying the whole journey.
And Angelica's going to join you, right?
Yeah. So Angelica, oh my God, it's so funny because she's like, oh, I'm planning on going to Miami. And I'm like, oh, when? And she's like, March 11th. And I'm like, shut the up, because I'm filming my music video and you're going to be part of it. So,
oh, how cool.
So Yeah. So I'm excited to have her on, and I think her cousin is actually going to do my makeup because her cousin is a makeup artist here in Miami. So that should be a fun time.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, and talk about Elaine Goodlad doing your makeup.
Oh yeah, she was amazing. I got so many compliments from everyone, like from the pictures that the makeup was phenomenal and flawless, and she really did an amazing job. And it was like I think it was like 30 minutes that she did my makeup, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. So Elaine, if you're looking, thank you so much because you literally made me like just super flawless. It was beautiful. And I'm actually wearing, I don't know if you can see it well, but this is from her brand. I bought it. It's like a cute crop top, Bless, her sweater. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so I got this from her. That's from her company. So yeah.
And then Rachel, talk about what you're about ready to go to.
Well, we've got the rodeo coming up. So I've got, I couldn't, cowboy boots.
Yay.
Yeah, I've got to pull out all the bling, because we get all decked out for rodeo time. And that's, like I said, the trail riders are going to be coming in, I think, Thursday. And it's crazy because, Houston's one of the largest cities in the United States. And we have traffic like LA. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. And then all of a sudden, in the middle of the day, like you see these wagons and horses. It's mm-hmm. People that have, it's incredible. It's incredible. So anyway, that's starting. And this weekend is going to be the barbecue cook-off, which is, a lot of fun. It's, how much money Texans and, people have here. And it's the biggest companies, and they put up these big tents. And, if you can get in, you get free barbecue, free drinks, open bar. It's so much fun. And they have a big old,
Is this only for a weekend or is this like
the barbecue cook-off is it's for the weekend, I think, just like it's like for a few days, and then it's the rodeo stuff. Mm-hmm. So a lot of fun. And
I need to put that in my calendar to go to Texas when that happens.
It's a blast. Yeah, we get together, have a good time.
We'll drink
like
classy,
I said, I think sometime in June. Yeah, sometime in June we're going to your house, Rachel. I decided already.
I'll be ready for you.
And Amy's coming with us.
Okay. Not close. Arizona's not too far.
Okay. So really quickly, we're going to be heading to Beloit International Film Festival. That should be fun. We'll talk about it next week. But Beloit, here we come. Chicago, here we come. We're going to Linda Steele's gym. That'll be fun. Mm-hmm. And we'll see you that. So I have to say this. If you see someone without a smile, please give them one of yours. I'm Brian Sebastian. This is Movie Reviews and More, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.